for tremendous what he renders to this university. We're unable to conduct this ritual. I call it ritual, but protocol in the university system, convocation is part of that tradition, But in this university, we have a generation of students that were admitted and served their entire studentship without witnessing what convocation represents. So, the university management presented the request for funding this very, very important activity, and we got our request approved by His Excellency. In addition to this, the government has approved for the upgrade of our convocation arena. And this is one of the promises made by His Excellency the visitor during his last visit, where he promised completing all ongoing projects, in addition to mobilizing to provide a befitting Senate building for the university, as well as provision of road networking, drainages, and other very important infrastructure facilities. Today, we're very lucky to have in our midst the chairman, Third Board of Trustees, live step before all of us, coming in to perform this function. But I'm happy, by coincidence, he's not sitting in the TED Fund Theater. This theater is one of the interventions we received from CBN that constructed the entire Faculty of Science complex, courtesy the then CBN governor and the Emir of Kano Muhammad Sunusi too. He brought these interventions to this university, and this is one of the very many theaters in this complex. This opportunity, chairman of this today, that Dangote University of Science and Technology is one of the beneficiaries of TED Fund intervention. And we are benefiting from the traditional normal interventions, special interventions, and at one point, high impacts. Thank you for all this, Your Excellency. I wish to state, however, that the location of Aliko Dangote University, that the university is situated by River Wudil, and we are facing a perennial flooding that renders part of this campus at some point entirely submerged. In some instances, we have to vacate from Faculty of Agriculture, our central research area, and parts of these other side of the campus. That I'm saying is for emphasis, because I was meant to understand that TED Fund has a window of supporting universities and institutions that have this type of ecological issues. Similarly, similar interventions come from the Office of the Ecological Funds, from the Office of the SDF. We've applied and we'll keep mounting pressure reminders. We are yet to be shortlisted among the recipients of this flood. Of course, sir, received disaster relief intervention. When we have this problem, an assessment of the damage was done. For the furnitures that did not submerge the furniture stock, we received some little intervention to enable us replace those and go back to our classes and continue teaching. But what we are talking about, that mega intervention that could provide mega dikes, mega barrier that could now allow us to secure that campus. And in addition, we once had a disaster where one of the Dangote hostel got burned. And for 8 years now, that hostel that accommodates between 500 to 1,000 students has been vacated, and no students is utilizing that. That also is a window to be considered for disaster intervention under TED fund, and we are yet to receive that. It takes, alhamdulillah, recently the intervention of His Excellency Abba Yusuf, who approved for the contractor to come back to site, and we are about to complete that construction. In any way, in essence, why I'm trying to present this is an opportunity we have today to have before us the chairman himself. And I was just meant to understand the few hours he stayed in my office that he has been, and he's a friend of this university. And I'm very sure by the time we get back to Abuja, we'll be receiving our own job. And I thank for Chancellor for staying very close to him for the discussion to continue while he chairs this session. Sir, I would reserve some of the requests to our convocation session tomorrow. But I think it's very, very important to appreciate the fact that this university is the cheapest place to study science and technology degree in the entire country. And we offer high quality degrees in science and technology. Indigenous pay up to this academic session 23,000 naira to study architecture, but engineering, geology, name it. And we have in this campus one of the best facilities, the state-of-the-art facilities. We have one of the most equipped central research laboratories, and we invested heavily in the quality of output and, of course, the type of faculty we have. I'm talking about the academic and non-teaching staff. So I think, let me cut my welcome so that I don't go into another lecture session. Of the entire members of the university community, I welcome you all to the convocation lecture of the 5th convocation ceremony, combined to, let me also welcome once more, let Mr. Pa and congratulate you for having one of the very few to scale through a very rigorous process of selecting the beneficiaries of this highly competitive offer. I finally wish to also congratulate other recipients, as some of them tonight during our the TvAfrica Easy, Dr. Ahmed Raj's son, Alaji Ayel Barrow Mangal, Senator Dr. Rabi Musa Konkoso, pioneer visitor of this university, who are all going to be conferred of the honorary doctorate degree honoris causa. سبحانك اللهم ربنا وبحمدك